Okay. Good morning, children. Again today we are going to do the science social lesson. Social lesson we were doing. Last class what did you learn? I have told you something about the equatorial region. And to study that equatorial region, we have learned about or we have discussed about a country in Africa, that is Democratic Republic of Congo. So, we were learning about the lesson Democratic Republic of Congo, right? This Democratic Republic of Congo comes in this equatorial region. So that is the name of the lesson we were discussing, which comes under equatorial region. Say this is the equatorial region. 0 degree equator, 23.5 degree north latitude, Tropic of Cancer, 23.5 degree Tropic of Capricorn, south latitude. So in this belt, whichever countries come under this belt, they experience the equatorial type of climate. So, to study the equatorial type of climate, they have chosen Democratic Republic of Congo, which is in Central Africa. So, this is that country, isn't it? So, to study the climate of equatorial region, Congo has been chosen, and it is also called as the land of dense forest. What it is called as? The land of dense forest. Dense forest. So, this is also known as the land of dense forest. Now, when we are learning about a particular country, we should know everything regarding that country, isn't it? We should know its location, we should know its physical features, we should know its climate, we should know its vegetation, we must know its wildlife. In that way, we have to know everything of that country. So, we have discussed about the relief features. Relief means the physical features which it has. What are the physical features we discussed? We discussed about the mountain ranges, isn't it? We discussed about the plateaus in that area. We discussed about the river basin, Congo river basin, isn't it? So, in that way we discussed all the relief features of that country. And moreover, we also discussed its names. What was it called? When it got independence in 1960, it was called as Belgium Congo. Then again in 1971, it changed its name to Zaire. The name was changed. Again in 1997, it had got another name, that is Democratic Republic of Congo. And from then onwards, it's continuing its name. And its capital city is Kinshasa. So in that way, we have to know everything regarding that country. So, we have learned about its relief features, and now we have to learn about its climate. Let us learn something about its climate. Now, climate. Now, how is the climate of this? Now, for example, if this is the earth, if this is earth and this is if this is earth, it is equator is dividing, isn't it? 0 degree equator. So this is Tropic of North, Tropic of Cancer, Tropic of Capricorn. So this is the equatorial region, or you can say torrid region. So this, what is happening to this whole area? The sun rays are falling directly vertical on it. The sun's rays are direct here, isn't it? When the sun's rays are direct, what will happen? Evaporation will be more, isn't it? Very high. The sun's rays are falling directly over this region, equatorial region. When the sun's rays fall directly over this region, the rate of evaporation of water will be high, isn't it? So, evaporation takes place at a faster rate. So, when the rate of evaporation is very high, what will happen? The formation of clouds also will be faster. If the rate of evaporation is high, the formation of clouds also will be faster. So, when the formation of clouds is faster, what will happen? The clouds will come to such a level where they can't hold any water. That means they have come to a saturated level. So, when these clouds come to the saturated level, they can't hold any water in them. So, at that point what happens? Again it has to fall down. So, the rain fall down, isn't it? So, what is happening here I told you? Because it is the equatorial region, the sun's rays are very direct here. What is happening? The rate of evaporation of water is fast. So, the formation of clouds is also faster. So, when the formation of clouds is faster, what will happen? These clouds, they reach a saturated level where they can't hold any water. So, again it falls down in the form of rain. So, this phenomenon happens every day there. That is why these regions are said to be hot and wet. And these are the wettest places in the world. Hot and wet. So, what is happening? Here you have rainfall every day. What is happening here? These places or this Congo country DRC has rainfall every day at 4. I explain you why, isn't it? Because direct sun rays are falling on that region. So, the rate of evaporation is more fast. Formation of clouds is faster. So, when the clouds reach a saturated level where they can't hold any water, it has to fall down. So, it falls down in the form of rain. Every day there will be rain at 4 o'clock. So, this is about the climate of this country. The next is, in some parts of DRC, the rainfall, especially in the south, there is not much rainfall. In some parts of DRC, where especially in south, there isn't much rainfall. Southern parts of DRC, there isn't. South isn't much rainfall. So, in the southern part, there is not much rainfall. So, here the summer is hot and wet. So, what can we say here? The summers are hot and wet. Winters are dry and cold. So, what we can say here is climate. Summers are hot and wet. Whereas winters are cold and dry. So, this is about the climate of DRC. Next, you have learned about the climate of DRC. The next thing you must know is the vegetation. The next thing is vegetation. So, you must learn something about the vegetation of DRC. We have to know the vegetation of DRC. We have to know the vegetation. Now, let us know something about the vegetation of DRC. Now, a very large part of this country is covered with evergreen forest. So, the large part of DRC is covered with evergreen forest. Evergreen forest. Now, see here the name itself is indicating what type of forest it is. Evergreen. It is always green. So, vegetation. So, we are learning about the vegetation here. Large part of DRC is covered with evergreen forest. So, the evergreen. What do you mean by evergreen? They are always green. So, the forest there you find in green color only. Because lots and lots of trees are there, you find these trees to be evergreen always. Now, they tall trees. There are very tall trees and they are very close to one another. They are so close to one another that they form the canopies. Now, we find very tall trees and those tall trees are very close to one another and they form a canopies at the top. Now, what do you mean? They form tall trees form canopies. Now, what do you mean by a canopy? Now, there are tall trees, they said. So many trees are there and they are very close to one another, they say, and form canopies. Now, what do you mean by a canopy? Now, so many trees will be there, isn't it? So many trees. Tall trees, long trees, again taller trees, like this, isn't it? So many trees are there, so they are forming, they are very close to one another and they are forming the roof-like thing, isn't it? So, when so many trees come together, they form a roof over top. So, when they are forming a roof, what is happening? They are not allowing the sunlight to touch the ground. So, if these tall trees form a canopy, the sunlight cannot pass through these trees and it cannot touch the ground here. So, what will happen? This forest having rain every day, right? So, when the rain is falling every day and these trees are forming a roof-like thing, they are forming a canopy, the sunlight is not coming and reaching the ground. So, what is happening here? It will remain wet and damp always. So, when it is wet and damp always, many types of worms and insects survive. So, these type of forests are also very dangerous. So, lots of insects, worms will be there because no sunlight is reaching to the ground here. So, not only that, they have large variety of trees. Large varieties of trees are there along with some climbers, creepers and shrubs. Not only tall trees, they have creepers, climbers and shrubs also. So, they have tall trees, along with this we have tall trees it is having shrubs, it is having climbers, it has creepers also. Climbers, it has creepers. So, now big trees are there, isn't it? They are forming canopies. So, these trees are very close to one another, they are forming canopy like that. So, here they have climbers also. Some climbers, no, they climb the trees. The creepers, some creepers will be there, no. So, these creepers, they creep. So, another tree will come out. In that way, they have creepers here. And moreover, some small trees, shrubs. Those are called as shrubs. So, we find different varieties of plant life here. So, in this way, this is the vegetation of the DRC, and the main trees that give wood. The main trees that give wood are ebony, mahogany and rosewood. This is a very good variety of wood with which you can make furniture and all. So, this wood is very good for making of furniture. So, the vegetation is they give wood. What type of trees are there that give wood are ebony, mahogany and rosewood. I told you the vegetation formed there is very dense. The trees are very close to one another. They are tall trees and they form a canopy. Means they cover the whole trees. They come together and cover the whole part so that the sun's rays don't reach the ground. So, in that way, not only these tall trees, we have creepers there, we have climbers there, we have types of shrubs also. And moreover, the type of wood that is found in these, the type of trees that are found in this forest are ebony, mahogany and rosewood. And not only that, the savanna grasslands are in northern and southern part of DRC. Savanna grasslands. Now, grasslands means what? Are found northern and southern part, south and north part of DRC. Now, these grasslands means this will be plain lands. To a very large extent, you can't see anything. You can't see any tree or any type of obstruction in between. There will be very plain lands, and to a very large area they extend. And those are said to be the grasslands. And we have these tropical grasslands, those are called as savanna grasslands. And tropical grasslands are also there, but these are savanna grasslands. These are tropical grasslands. We have temperate grasslands, that is different. We will learn in other lesson. But here we have savanna grasslands which are found in south and north part of DRC. This is all about the vegetation we find in DRC. So now what did we learn? We learned that we have learning the equatorial type of climate. In that we learned the Democratic Republic of Congo, which had experienced equatorial type of climate. That is why that country has been chosen to study this climate. In that we learned about its relief features. Then we learned about its climate. Then we learned about the vegetation. Now we are going to learn about its wildlife. Now what do you understand by wildlife? The animals, the wild animals found in this forest, because these are very dense forests, right? As these are very dense forests, we find large variety of wildlife here. Wildlife, the type of wildlife that is found in this region. This is, now, what type of forest is found? Animals are found. We find elephants are there. We find elephants. We find buffaloes, gorilla, chimpanzees. We find chimpanzees. We find gorillas, baboons, hippopotamus. Next we also find and rhinoceros. Rhinoceros. Do you know what is a rhinoceros? Have you seen a rhinoceros any time? Are the mammals found? Are the mammals found in this? These are mammals. Do you know what are mammals? Found in this forest. Rhinoceros. Have you seen a rhinoceros anywhere? No, it has a horn on its nose, isn't it? That is a rhinoceros. And these type of animals, and these are mammals. Do you know what are mammals? Yes. Mammals are the animals that give birth to their young ones and feed them with their milk are called as mammals. So all these are mammals, and this type of animals are found in the forest of Congo, DRC, isn't it? So this is the wildlife that we found in this. And moreover, in savanna grasslands, I told you there are grasslands. So in grasslands they find lions, tigers, giraffe, zebra, all these type of animals are found in the savanna grasslands. So these are the animals that are found, that is the wildlife of DRC, and moreover they find lion, they find tigers, they find giraffes, they find zebras. So these are the different types of animals that are found in the savanna grasslands. Now, these chimpanzees are also found in the jungle of DRC. So this is about the wildlife. Not only that, we find crocodiles in plenty. Crocodiles are also found in plenty in the rivers. Are also found in plenty. Where? In the river. So crocodiles are also found in plenty in the rivers. There are some types of birds and insects also. Birds and insects are also found. Birds and insects are also found. And there is one type of fly known as say fly. There is a type of fly which is found in this forest is a say fly. And this fly causes sleeping sickness. This fly causes sleeping sickness. This fly is causing sleeping sickness, and in this sleeping sickness, it's very dangerous fly and poisonous fly also. This causes sleeping sickness. What happens if this fly bites, you feel nausea, like vomiting sensation, you have severe fever, you have headache, and if this bite of this fly is not treated, it may also lead to death also, because this is very dangerous fly. So this is all about the vegetation, wildlife that is found in the, which is all about the wildlife that is found in this DRC. So while learning about DRC, you have learned about the climate of the DRC, you have learned about the vegetation of the DRC, you have also learned about the wildlife of DRC. So now up to this, it's enough for today. Next class will continue reading, learning some more topic of this lesson. Till then, have a good day. Keep safe at home. Thank you, children.